celebrating this feast with this unleavened bread. This bread doesn't have yeast. And it says no yeast because God doesn't want us with malice and weakness. But instead, bread of sincerity and truth. Little yeast works through a bunch of dough. Little sin ruins all our life.
Oh, yeah.
So today, the Lord is telling us again, get rid of all the yeast.
The Jewish people to this day will go through the house with flashlights and lights. Years ago it was candles. Just for a little crumb they wanted to eliminate from their house because they knew the symbol of yeast. Actually, yeast is a fungus and it spreads. And just like our sin, I start with a little thing. I'm just doing a little advice. Boom, you're in trouble. You're dead. But the sin multiplies and destroys the body. So what Jesus is to us is the light. And he's going through our heart to eliminate that sin, which is yeast in our own hearts. So I'm going to read 1 Corinthians 5, 6 to 8. Your glorying is not good. Do you not know that a little leaven leavens the whole lump? Therefore, purge out the old leaven, that you may be a new lump, since you truly are unleavened. For indeed, Christ our Passover was sacrificed for us. Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, nor with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. I wrote to you in my epistle not to keep company with sexually immoral people. Now, go ahead, Grace. Explain the bread.
Yeah, the bread has 39 marks because it symbolizes the 39
lashes that Jesus got. So everything is really, nothing's new under the sun. So what the Jews did thousands of years ago, we're doing right now.
And Jesus did.
And Jesus did it. So now, we're going to take communion, but I just have to read this first, that for he who eats and drinks in an unworthy manner, eats and drinks judgment to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. Number one is this. If you have sin in your heart, let this pass, because it'll only damage you. God cannot enter a place that has sin. That's number one. Number two, we take a minute to do some personal house cleaning. We could eliminate all our sins right this second.
That's right.
If we do this,
Thank
if
God.
we just take a minute, not publicly, but to ask God to eliminate the sin in our hearts right now. And you'll never be more cleaner than right now. The great thing about Jesus is that he forgot about yesterday. But if you're carrying around that sin, the malice, the anger, you know the deal. Look at AA people, NA people, GA people. We don't have to be convinced we're sinners. We know it. We absolutely know it. So let's take a minute and ask Christ to clean up the sin in our hearts right this second. And then I'll read, and then we'll go into take communion. Hold on to the elements. Don't take them until after I read